Right, hi everyone, here I am in school on Wednesday. I promised I'd give you a video of just a little bit of a walkthrough for Year 6 only. This is a Year 6 video of what your environment and the way it's going to work for you on Monday and the procedures that we're going to follow. I'm following this video, I'm going to give you your groups and your bubbles that you're going to be in. That's all sorted and that's ready to come out, as well as this video today. So what I'm doing, I'm standing here now outside the school gates, just ready to show you where you're going to be when you come and line up, ready to come in and be collected by me. You're being collected at 8:55, okay? 8:55. Please do not be late. The only way it's going to work properly is if people are on time and ready to go. By 8:55, I would like everybody lined up and ready to come through, so that makes then the next group ready to come in on time as well. So please do not arrive any earlier than 8:50 and no later than 8:54, let's say. Between 8:50 and 8:54, so they can come in at 8:55 and we're all ready to go. So as you can see on the lines here, we've gone for just a 2-metre social distance of where to line up. Now, these are quite a way beyond where we would start. I just wanted to show you there's actually 18 strips that are ready to go. They're a standing point where you would stand on. Let's just follow it through. And the idea is, if there's a space in front of you, you move on to the next one, and so on like that. So what we've got 15 Year 6s coming in on Monday. And there's strips for each person. Whoever's the first comes all the way down to the front of the gate. Whoever's the last, or whoever's next, then they come down to the next bit and stand ready on there. Once we've got everyone, and I'm happy that we've got everyone, I'll call you through and you'll move in as you're going past here, keeping the 2-metre social distance from people in front. Ooh, it looks like I've got my first people ready to go into school. It's Mr. Clark and Mrs. Fox. As you can see, Mr. Clark's 2 metres away from Mrs. Fox. Mrs. Fox is on the first line there. She was very eager. She was 8:50. She got to school perfectly in time, ready for the next session. All the signs there. As you can see, please wait here. No parents beyond this point. That's important. You can line up with your child, guys, throughout all of the different strips just there. You can line up with your child and you can drop them off here. Once you drop them off, and I'm happy, you'll walk through. And let's say you're a parent now, Mrs. Fox, okay? Just for this part, you're going to play 2 parts in a second. So, Mrs. Fox, you're going to drop your child off. Mr. Flowers has taken the group of the children down there, and you're going to go back round and you say goodbye to your child. And you're going to end up and go back round. So that's the parents who are coming back round there and back up the car park, which will be marked for you there. So let's just show what it'll be like. Let's show what it'd be like if you were a child. Where's the gun, Mr. Clark? So, Mrs. Wills, this is Mrs. Wills just here. The children will be lined up, and as they come through and they get marked off by Mrs. Wills, go on then, Mrs. Wills will take your temperature, like so. Mrs. Wills, are we happy with that?
Yes, we're okay with that.
And if Mrs. Wills is happy, she'll send you through. And Mr. Flowers will be waiting down here, ready, waving to you. Come on through then, guys, and keep moving through as like this. And the children will come down together. I'll keep moving them through, so it'll be nice and there. 2 metres apart as we come down. Come on, guys. Stay 2 metres apart. How's the half term been?
Brilliant, thanks.
Fantastic. Yeah, really good, thanks. So we head down here. You can see the playground has not changed much. Head all the way through here. Weather's fantastic at the moment. It may look slightly neater, hopefully. What's happening back here? So we're going to go all the way through here, all the way back round. We're not going to go into the building from that side. All the way around. Now I'm going to show you out here to start with, before we get to the Key Stage 2 corridor. I think actually it might be locked, the Key Stage 2 corridor. Can we just see if we can open that quickly? As you can see, we've got our own sports equipment for Year 6 only. This equipment will be yours for the 2 days that you're in, and you will only be responsible for one part of it. If you've got a hockey stick, you'll have that hockey stick for the day, and so on and so forth. After each session, we'll wipe it down and put it back in the bucket. The games, guys, like I said about golf, hockey, football, balls that do not involve throwing, or games that don't involve throwing or catching the same ball. I thought that was quite important. So we've got lots of different games and activities there. We can use our school playground. And of course, we can use the school field. What I have done, I've got a timetable that involves you either being on the field for a break time, on the playground for a lunch time, and so on. Everyone gets a chance to go on the field at some point during the day. The field, you probably can't see it at the moment, has been split into thirds. where you'll have an area to play in together, where it might be a football goal you've got, might be the TP and something like that. But again, you've got all that different area to play in. The field is not out of bounds. We're going to be either on the field, in your bubble groups, or in the Key Stage 2 playground. Okay, let's go around here. Let's go into the entrance now. So you come round here, this door will be open, like so. Well, Mrs. Fox, you just put the door stop in so we know it's there. The door will remain open. The door will remain open for the duration of the day, so it's not touching and coming in and out. You just keep maintaining that social distance as your friends are behind you here. You walk through. You walk through. Keep going, Mr.F. Is that okay? Yeah. Let's go into year 6 to start with. We're not going to use the lockers, guys. No lockers. They're still there. You see, look, there's all your names, still there. You'll walk through to your class. Mrs. Fox's group will go into year 4. There it is. And Mr. Flowers' group, you'll find out later, will go into here. You'll be with your teacher as they come through. So let's have a look how different it looks. Well, not that different, really, does it? A little bit tidier than normal. Actually, that's a really good thing for me. It's pretty tidy, so I'm very happy with it. Let's have a look at your classroom. So as you can see, we've got around about 9 seats we can get in here. And at the moment, all of them have been labelled up based on who's in here on Monday, which I'll tell you about shortly. Okay, so let's have a look at the trays that I've got. At the bottom of your chair, each of these tables are spaced out 2 meters, you can see, like so. All the work areas are clear, plenty of soap and hand wash and things like that are there. All the work areas are clear and the spaces do not need to be touched. So in your tray, I'll talk to you about pencil cases and what it's going to look like. Well, you're going to have a glue stick, a pair of scissors, a pencil and a ruler. We've not got enough pens for 28 of you at the moment, unfortunately. So what I would like you to do, you can, of course, bring in your own pencil cases. So you come in the door. Oh, yes, okay, where's my name? Let's go and find it. Yeah, there it is. Found it just here. You pick your tray up. You put your equipment on your table so it's ready to go. Equipment on the table, ready to go. And you put your tray under there with your bag inside. You put your bag inside there, equipment on the table. Of course, then you can sit down and get your bag, drag it closer to you in the tray. The idea is not having the bags touch the floor and bits like that, just to be extra safe. Pencil cases out and things like that. Here I am, I'm sitting in, Mr. Flowers is teaching. Absolutely exciting. Yes, so one thing I was going to say, pencil cases in, completely down to you. Try not to bring anything in terms of toys and bits like that that are furry that we can have. Pencil cases are fine. Definitely pens, your own felt tips, your own crayons. They'll stay on your desk the whole time. One thing that I'm going to offer as well, I'm not going to offer, I was going to suggest, to save Year 6 having to go and share different things and the school get a little bit complicated. If anyone is able to bring in their own iPad or laptop, I am happy for you to bring that in, to save us having to share and keep continuously wiping things down, but also to avoid us having times where we're not able to use the laptops and iPads. If we can have them in the classroom, that would be amazing. I know not everyone is not going to be able to have the access to that or do that. We'll provide what we can, of course. But if you have the opportunity and you feel comfortable and your parents are happy with it, your iPad or laptop can be brought in. It will stay on your desk, your own desk. It will stay here safely. It won't go anywhere else. For the day, I will log you on to the guest Wi-Fi and you can access it that way. That saves us having to wipe things down every 5 seconds if we're sharing bits, okay? So that's this classroom here. Let's have a look at next door with Mrs. Fox. Come on, Mrs. Fox, let's go and pretend that you're in the classroom. These doors will remain open all the time. I might be able to shout through. Let me see. Go on, Mrs. Fox, can you hear me? I'm going to shout. I'm going to see if I can hear you. Hello? Yes, you can, perfectly. So let me go round. Yes, this door stays open. And Mrs. Fox has got the same setup in here. We've got enough for 9 children. We've already got the children who are in this class already organised in their trays and their places as well. And absolutely, it's the Year 4 classroom. We'll try and open that and leave that door open as much as possible at the end. At the back here, I've got some of your folders that have got your pieces that were in your trays, but we're hopefully not needing to use them. And again, you guys can bring in anything that you need. I will be able to come to the door, but no closer. So if it's desperate for me to come in, I say, Mrs. Fox, you okay in there?
Yes, thank you.
So she's fine in there, that's great. So that's how it's going to look. Let's have a look at the toilets, how exciting. So we're not going to go any further than that door there. I'm actually going to put a yellow cone in front of it so we're clear. No further. That's our limit that we're going to go. So the toilets are going to be propped open slightly as well. I'm going to have to go in the girls. There's no one in here at the moment. They're going to be propped open slightly to avoid anybody having to touch the door handle. But, of course, no further to see any privacy or any problems there. If I go into the toilets here, you'll see that it's got Year 6 Mr. Flowers' please use tap 1. And Mrs. Fox's group, please use tap 2. And that's just to make sure that we're not mixing those bubbles as best we can. Similar with the cubicles. Mr. Flowers' please use toilet 1. And Mrs. Fox's group, there'll be a few more girls in, will need to use toilet 2. Same for the boys next door. So it's the signs around there. I think we're empty, Mrs. Fox. And you can see the signs there as well. And of course, there's only one cubicle anyway that we need to use for that. Now, for the key worker children, let's go and quickly see them. So for the key worker children, even though they will not be in the classroom with us, they will be in the hub. So the two boys know who they are. This door here will be open, as he says, as it's locked. This door here will be open, and you will be sitting in here, still under the supervision of the adult who will be in Year 3. So still through there, the supervision of the adult who will be in there. But, of course, on the screen you'll have Mr. Flowers, as we've talked about, through the Microsoft Teams, so you can do your work through there and talk to me through there. As we talked about before as well, any problems I can come and I can radio through to Mrs. Gamble, I think, who's going to be in there on Monday, who's done plenty of Year 6 teaching before, Monday and Tuesday, so I can radio through there. So the key workers will be in the hub, and of course you guys, if needed be, can join us on the outside activities whenever you need to. Let's head back to Year 6, Mrs. Fox, and I think we're about done. A reminder that for the first week, everyone, you're going to be bringing your own lunch boxes. Okay, those who normally have school dinners, you need to have a packed lunch for the first week. The caterers are not in for the first week. That will change in week 2. So bring your packed lunches in. You're going to be eating your packed lunches in here. Put all your rubbish away in your own packed lunch box. And then when it's time to go outside, we pack it all away, put it in your bag so it's not leaving your area, and we'll go outside. So let's go back outside. Mrs. Fox, sorry, I'm getting there. So yes, but in the future, as it comes through, week after next, the caterers will wheel their trolley to the front door here and hand out the dinners ready for you guys to eat in the classroom. So we're staying in the classroom to eat our lunch and dinners. It saves us going to the hall and going past that marker that I said we're not going to go past. Back outside, playground looks fantastic. Reminder of your buckets and how we're going to use those.
At the end of the day.
Yeah. End of the day, they come back in and I'll clean those. Mrs. Fox and I will sort that. And at the end of the day, we'll march you down here. There's Mr. Clark. At the end of the day, we'll come back down here, all in your group, either Mrs. Fox's group of 9, I think, on Monday. I think I've only got 6 on Monday, so we'll walk back through here in those groups, taking in the wonderful sunshine as we go through. And by now, you may hear some chattering, because the other parents will be at the top, ready for you. So 8:55, between 8:50 and 8:54 ideally, no earlier, no later, that would be great. And at 3:20, and again we'll go between 3:15 and nobody please arrive before 3:15. Between 3:15 and 3:19, coming and arriving here, please don't be late again because there's still a drop off after us. The parents are going to line up on here, come through the gate again, you're going to line up on here, and I will have the children lined up down here, down the field, in single file, and I will just shout out, whoever's at the front, their child will come here, and then Mrs. Fox, you come stand at the front, you're now a parent again. We don't need to take the temperature again. Okay, can I have Mrs. Fox's child, please? And the Mrs. Fox's child from the back will come forward and take and go, and the next one, and so on. And then you will take the child up that will be marked for you, and the idea is that you're going to take the children to the left-hand side, across the gate, and stay on the path on the left-hand side, and avoid any of the parents who are on the right-hand side coming down to line up. So yeah, that's 3:20, guys, and by then I'm really not going to be able to have many conversations here when I'm dropping people off. I'm just not going to be able to get the system moving and keep talking. So we'll keep working via the new dojo system that's coming out and the class email for that. So please be understanding that I can't chat for 30 seconds here. Similarly, once you've got your child, please do head on straight back through and do not stand at the gate and discuss. Please just keep moving through and maintain that 2 metre social distance throughout there. Well, I hope that makes sense. I'm going to send you out a video. I'm going to send out the video along with your email of who will be, what group you will be in, what bubble, what days and what teacher you will have and what classroom. That will come out with this video shortly. So I look forward to seeing some of you on Monday and Tuesday. I look forward to seeing some of you on Thursday and Friday. And as always, we will try and maintain and get out this wonderful outdoor space that we can. And a reminder, those couple of key worker children, you can come and join our outdoor activities when we have the outdoor activities at any time. All right, guys, I look forward to speaking to you soon. Look out for a podcast on Sunday night that will explain the new class dojo system, and will also explain what the home learning / school learning will look like for our new term. All right, it's flowers out, guys. Bye-bye. Bye for now. Any questions, please let me know. I'll try and answer them on the podcast on Sunday. I'm not going to be able to answer them over the next few days. I'm having a few days off. So podcast on Sunday. Have any more final questions, guys? All right, bye-bye for now.